is the Mercat Cross, which is an old term for market, and the Pegasus on the top is the symbol of Queensberry. This is the beautiful war memorial. Got some names here from 1939 to 1945.
That is Nate's Fork. You scan the QR code to learn how they made it.
I've got a little friend.
Oh,
He's beautiful.
he's very sweet.
Hello everybody. Well, Dan and I are still in Thornhill in Dumfries Galloway, and today we're going to have a look around the village. We might do a bit of shopping as well. Now we are on Drumlanrig Street, which is the main thoroughfare through the village. The village is on a grid system. It's mostly a linear village in terms of most of the shops are down the high street or Drumlanrig Street, although it's built in a grid system, so there are some businesses on the streets that run off Drumlanrig Street, and of course properties as well. Now, the most recently recorded data was from the 2001 census. There are 1,512 residents in Thornhill. A few more facts about Thornhill. It was originally built as part of the Drumlanrig estate, which is just down the road. This is the landed estate of the Dukes of Buccleuch and Queensberry. It's a village in the mid-Nithsdale area. Now, Nithsdale is named after the river Nith, which runs through Dumfries. It's south of Sanker, which has the oldest post office, I think, in the world. It's north of Dumfries on the main A76. Thornhill is in the Nithsdale Valley, with the Capesern and Scout range of fells, mountains to the west, and the Lowther Hills to the east. It was initially a small village. It was planned and built in 1717 on the Queensberry estate, on the road linking Dumfries to Glasgow, which is a really nice run. It takes on a very scenic route. The Earl of Queensberry initially named the village New Dalgarnock. However, the name didn't achieve popular approval, and thus it was changed. The village is primarily a grid pattern, as I've said, with the main street of Drumlanrig Street, the A76, East and West Morton Streets, New Street, Townhead Street, Station Road, Corstorphine Road and Gill Road, which is the A702. The village is near Drumlanrig Castle, a 17th century turreted mansion, once the ancient Douglas stronghold, now home to the Duke of Buccleuch and Queensberry. The grounds contain Tibber's Castle, which was founded in the 12th or 13th century. And there we have it. So let's away. Is the former home of Dr. Thomas Boyle Grierson. He was a much loved GP in the area, and he founded the Grierson Museum. He lived here from 1851 till 1889. He was much loved. I have seen references to him in some of the books in our cottage. There's a fabulous array of books on the local history on the bookshelves in the cottage. Absolutely brilliant. And I found a picture of one of my ancestors' family butcher's shops as well, which was brilliant. That was a real find. I was thrilled, actually. There's actually everything you could want or need in Thornhill. You've got pubs, you've got hotels, bed and breakfast and Airbnbs. There's hardware shop. We've got spa shop and the co-op grocery store. There's chartered accountants, solicitors and estate agents, bakers, butchers, a fish and chip shop, pizza shop combined, a Chinese takeaway. You want for nothing. There's also lots of shops selling gifts and antiques. That's, I would say, unique, because most villages have very little, and they even have a bank. And where we live in Thanet, banks these days are very few and far between. We don't have any banks in our villages, and Thornhill, a population of 1,512 people, actually has a Bank of Scotland with counter service. Wow. And we saw a banking hub yesterday run by the post office, a proper banking hub in Queensberry. Absolutely unheard of. Let's continue. Oh, look at these. Aren't these lovely?
Hello.
Hi. Aren't these nice? They're very pretty, aren't they?
Oh yes.
We've got nice hanging baskets over here. The prices are really reasonable as well.
Because I grow them, you see.
Oh,
so
you
yeah, I
really?
grow them, so it's
Oh wow.
you know, yeah.
And you're here every day with them?
No, I just like put them.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Such a good idea. We could get something on the way back
Yeah.
and keep it in. We're staying in a cottage down there and want to get something for our landlady, so...
Oh yes, yeah, that's
So
nice.
this is a hardware shop. Hill House and Hunter. Ironmongery. Building garden fuel supplies. Homewares. A lot of people here have log burning stoves, and in fact there's one in our rented cottage as well. I love them. You see, you've even got a dentist.
Yes.
And there's a doctor and a vet.
Chinese takeaway.
And there's the butcher.
Butchers.
Rennick's. He's a very good butcher. I don't know whether he has any pies. If you want anything for your lunch, you could nip over there and take a look and see if he's got any pies.
Yeah.
So this is the witchy shop.
Yeah,
We've even got a
Raven
witchy
Moo.
shop. So I'm going to take a look in here. I can't wait to have a look in here. They've got some lovely things.
Smell the incense. It's nice.
Yes. Isn't this fab? Look at that card there.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. You are my sunshine. I sell that incense, the Mysore sandalwood. Shall we go inside?
Let's go in.
We've just had a lovely chat to the butcher as well. He knows my friend Yvonne really well. Yvonne, like me, doesn't eat meat, but the boys do. And her husband used to like meat, so it's their regular shop. Very nice man, lovely butcher. We've picked up Italian meatballs for Dan and a mac and cheese for me. Happy days. And then this is a gift shop.
Shop local, shop independent.
Yes. These different books on human rights. More bookstore. It's got gifts in as well now. Lean bean. Lean bean
Calf.
machine.
The Drumlandred Cafe. Next to the chippy.
I'll point this out to you. This is the Mercat cross, which is an old term for market, and the Pegasus on the top is the symbol of Queensberry. They have them in a lot of towns and villages up and down the country, but not obviously with the Pegasus on, obviously with whatever little ornaments that they see fitting for their particular town or village. So some might have a pine cone, for example. Others might have a sword or a cross on the top, but those are called mercat crosses, and it means market. Here is the Queensberry Hotel. I had my 60th birthday lunch here, and very nice it was too. And we've got March bank bakers across the road, they're excellent. And over there is the bank to which we're going next. Local florists.
They seem to like the word shit there.
This is Thornhill space. Yvonne and I used to rent this for pop-up shops. It was brilliant.
It's a B&B.
This is the Bank of Scotland. They're open 5 days a week. That's something we don't necessarily get in our part of the world. The banks that are remaining usually have 1 day off in the week. Not necessarily the same day. We don't have many banks left now in France. Although we do have Nationwide, but that's a building society. And another beauty. So this is the end of the village. We're going to turn back and go down one or two of the side streets and have a quick look. Now the Clare and Queensberry Hotel is the hotel in the area. The Rotary Club meet here. They do breakfasts, lunches and snacks and evening meals. They have a function room, so you can have a party or other gathering, and you'll see on the corner you've got this street actually divided into south and north, but generally it's just known as Drumlanrig Street, but it is still divided into south and north. So let's go down here. This is Westmorton Street. There's a gift shop over there. So what else is down here? Some of the businesses have changed. There's plenty of parking and it's free.
Yes, we don't get parking wardens up here.
And there's a public loo on the left here. They've also got disabled access, which is good. There's some very old cottages down here. So you can see this one's been renovated. You can tell it's quite old. And we saw a lovely lady on our way back down here with a Farrow colour chart standing outside a property with another lady, so we know what she's up to. We used Farrow too. She'd marked with an asterisk which colour she was going for as well.
And did you see the colours?
Yes, but I couldn't possibly comment.
No, they probably look very nice in her house.
Yes. It wasn't yellow. I love that lady's sprays.
Yes.
You know, the ones with naughty titles.
Oh yes. Yeah, they're quite popular, she said.
Especially in the Midlands.
Yeah.
Such as the FO spray.
Oh yes, that's a very good one.
So she does Raven Moon, does social media, and she's on YouTube as well. When I find her on social media, I'll put a link into her shop and a website and her social media channels. Fantastic shop. This is a new housing estate. These are all traditional.
New ones are built out of old red sandstone to
Yeah.
be in keeping with the local architecture.
We've found that here, that even if it's been new builds, they fit in with everything that's around them. Whereas where we are, more and more, it's an eyesore, nothing fits
They're
in.
just boxes.
But they have to up here because you've got grade A or grade B listed properties, and it all has to fit in with what's around. So if they've got all these old properties, then the new properties need to be able to fit in, so everything melds together and looks as it ought to, not a modern monstrosity. This is a lovely church building. I'm not sure whether it's consecrated anymore. It doesn't look
It looks like
it.
it's used for a club of some kind.
Some kind of a community space called theatre. But very nice use of an old, what was a church. Very nice use.
Got a nice stained glass window in the arch.
Very beautiful. I've always wanted to live in a church or chapel like this that doesn't have a graveyard, but is a church style building. A big open space with gallery up above where you would have the bedrooms and the bathroom, and then downstairs a big open plan area. You've got a lot more light. I love that sort of thing in an old church or chapel. That would be my ideal home, and plenty of parking. Possibly the parking would be on what had been a graveyard, or else the congregational space outside.
The graveyard and the church have been used for outbuildings
Yes.
in that case. Interesting pottery.
It's something that has been cleansed because I don't want to be working 24/7.
No, we don't. And some cemeteries can be quite busy.
A lot of them are busy. Look at these beautiful old shutters. They're gorgeous. That's another feature I really like. My dad and Jill, in one of the houses they lived in, had the original shutters. It dated from around 1750. It had been a pub at one time. It was a 3-storey Georgian property in the Lake District in a village opposite the old church. You know, the tower. Absolutely stunning it was. And they had all the original shutters and a roof garden. There wasn't a garden outside really to speak of, apart from maybe a tiny courtyard and room for some plants in pots. But they did have a roof garden, and they had a door into the adjoining shop because Jill had a baker's shop and delicatessen for a few years. It was handy, she could just open the interlinking door and then she'd be back in the living room. So this is the other side of the Airport Cross, and therefore this is East Morton Street. So let's have a wander down here. Eye care. over.
Interesting old building.
Big Boots Pharmacy, you see, touch the arcade.
Yeah, the pavement here is a bit rough.
We once came in here before. Thornhill Gallery and interiors.
Interesting old building.
Very nice building.
Wonder what it was originally.
Yeah. This is Joseph Langwarr, born 17th April 1868, died 22nd of November 1928. So this gentleman was an author and was born and raised here. There's also other people who are well known who were from Thornhill. Helen Armstrong, née Hislop, worked for 30 years at the Buccleuch Arms as a cook. She is said to have been an illegitimate daughter of Rabbie Burns and Helen Hislop from Moffat. So that's where we've just seen the Buccleuch. Samuel Wallace, a Victoria Cross recipient, was born in the town, and a plaque was placed by the Thomson Memorial, which is down here. We're going to have a look at the Thomson Memorial. Andrew Coulthart, a professional golfer with one Ryder Cup cap, was born and learned his trade here. So we're going to look now at the monument to the explorer Joseph Thomson, who Thomson's gazelle is named after. This is the beautiful War Memorial. Got some names here from 1939 to 1945. Erected in grateful and loving commemoration of those from the parish of Morton who sacrificed their lives for king and country in the Great War 1914 to 1919. At the going down of the sun and in the morning we will remember them. And then there's some names on the side here. That's the King's Own Scottish Borderers. Just to make that clear. The water tap.
Looks like it hasn't been used for a very long time.
No.
It's more names.
Look. It's very peaceful here.
Yes, it is.
There is a school in the village as well. This is Man's Road, and here we go. Expeditions to Lake Nyasa and Tanganyika, 1878 to 1880. Up the river, Vuna, 1881. Through Massaland and Kavirondo, 1883 to 1884. By the River Niger to Sokoto, 1885. To Morocco and the Atlas, 1882. Through British Central Africa, 1890 to 1891.
And of course all those places have different names now.
Yes, so this is the monument to the explorer Joseph Thomson, who I spoke about just up there briefly, who lived in neighbouring Penpon and Gatewall Bridge. So this is close to the school. Fine monument. He was one hell of an explorer. And over here it says, erected to Joseph Thomson, African explorer, Fellow and Gold Medalist of the Royal Geographical Society by members of the RCS and other friends, 1897. And this is Nate's Forge, old church, schoolhouse,
I thought it might be the forge.
and his blacksmith. Did you want to take a look? There's the police station there as well. I like the repurposing of all the old buildings.
Yeah.
And this little lane here between Brown Riggs and the police station is called Coo Lane. Coo is a cow. Coo. Coo. Can we take a look?
Yes, let's go up and have a look. That is Nate's Fork. You can scan the QR code to learn how they made it. Temper. Meander the Allosaurus. And there's a big cat there. It's a little bit like Arthur. We've seen the real thing. It's bench. Guard dinosaur. And there's the real one.
I've got a little friend.
Oh,
He's beautiful.
he's very sweet.
Oh, it's a lovely fluffy kitty belly. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. Aren't you gorgeous baby? And here the video ends. We need to be going out soon, but we hope you enjoyed this video and having a wee walk around the village of Thornhill. I've made a new fur baby friend as well, which is always good. I cannot resist a cat. Well, I am the Mad Cat Lady. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, what do you think of the village? I think it's got everything. Please share, please subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. I have quite a good vault now as well. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon for the next one. Until then, bye for now.